Today's video reveals something groundbreaking. The Federal Reserve has reportedly chosen XRP to power the US digital dollar, a move that could trigger the largest wealth transfer in history, one that most people will completely miss. This isn't hype. It's based on leaked documents and insider information that show XRP positioning itself at the heart of a new global financial system. We'll break down what this means, why XRP is uniquely poised for this massive role, and why experts predict the price could hit $20,000 by 2030. If you're serious about understanding the future of money, this is a must-watch. Let's start with the so-called stolen FedNow roadmap, which recently surfaced online. This confidential document outlines the U.S. Federal Reserve's plans for a new digital payment system, designed to facilitate instant 247 transfers. Remarkably, the roadmap explicitly mentions XRP integration as a core component. While official sources haven't confirmed this yet, the leak suggests XRP's technology will be the backbone for the Fed's digital currency infrastructure. This would make XRP not just another cryptocurrency, but a fundamental part of the US monetary system. It's the kind of validation the entire crypto space has been waiting for. But the US isn't the only country moving aggressively towards XRP for their central bank. Digital currencies, or CBDCs, a United Nations document hints that at least 43 central banks worldwide are in the final testing stages, with Ripple's technology imagined nearly half the world's major economies, preparing to use XRP-powered solutions for cross-border settlements and domestic digital currencies. This scale of adoption is unprecedented and puts XRP miles ahead of other crypto projects. The global financial system is quietly aligning itself around Ripple's XRP ledger as a trusted, fast, and cost-effective settlement layer. Why XRP? It comes down to speed, scalability, and regulatory compliance. Unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, XRP was built from the ground up. For enterprise-grade payments, Ripple's partnerships with banks and financial institutions showcase XRP's ability to process transactions in seconds, with negligible fees for central banks aiming to digitize their currencies while maintaining stability and regulatory oversight. XRP fits perfectly. This is why JP Morgan's recent patent application using XRP as collateral for institutional financing is such a big deal. It signals major financial players are ready to build on XRP's infrastructure. So looking at the numbers, if XRP manages to capture just 5% of the global foreign exchange market, which by the way handles over $6 trillion, every single day, the implications for XRP's price are honestly staggering. Some experts are forecasting that by the year 2030, XRP's price could soar to as much as $20,000 per token. Now, this isn't just some wild speculation, and it's actually based on realistic assumptions about XRP's role in FX liquidity and the massive demand for a digital asset that can, seamlessly bridge fiat currencies all around the world. The math here is pretty simple. Limited supply combined with explosive demand equals exponential price growth. Music. So what does all this mean for investors? Well, simply put, the window of opportunity is still open, but honestly, it won't stay that way for long. The so-called dumb money is already selling, totally unaware of the magnitude of what's happening behind the scenes. Meanwhile, insiders, institutions, and savvy investors are quietly accumulating XRP in preparation for what could be the biggest financial revolution of our time. If you believe in the vision of a digital dollar powered by XRP, now is definitely the time to act. The music Ripple's leadership has also been hinting at these developments lately. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently emphasized their commitment to working with central banks and regulators to make sure XRP's role is secure and compliant. Ripple's extensive patent portfolio and ongoing technology upgrades really strengthen the case that XRP is not just another cryptocurrency, but actually a strategic infrastructure asset. The combination of innovation partnerships and regulatory clarity has created a perfect storm for XRP's mainstream adoption. It's important to understand that this is a global story. The United States Federal Reserve's interest in XRP is just one piece of the puzzle. Other central banks, especially in Asia and Europe, are moving quickly to test and deploy central bank digital currencies using XRP's technology. The United Nations document we mentioned earlier highlights a coordinated international effort to modernize financial systems and improve cross-border payments. XRP's decentralized ledger, which offers transparency and immutability, aligns perfectly with the demands of modern monetary authorities. Music as the world transitions to digital currencies. XRP's advantages become more pronounced. Its ability to handle high transaction throughput with minimal environmental impact really sets it apart from traditional blockchain networks that rely on energy intensive proof of work models. This environmental efficiency could, influence governments looking to meet sustainability goals while deploying next generation financial infrastructure. Now let's talk about potential challenges. While the leaked FedNow roadmap and United Nations documents are promising, nothing is official until regulators formally approve these plans. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission lawsuit against Ripple has caused uncertainty in the past, but recent legal developments indicate progress toward regulatory clarity. If Ripple can secure a definitive legal victory, it would clear the path for full-scale institutional adoption and regulatory acceptance of XRP as a digital asset. Investors should also be aware of market volatility. Cryptocurrencies, including XRP, can experience dramatic price swings influenced by new speculation and broader macroeconomic trends. However, the fundamental drivers behind XRP's adoption, real-world use cases, institutional partnerships, and regulatory progress suggest that the long-term growth potential far outweighs short-term fluctuations. Music. Let's consider what this means for you if XRP becomes the chosen asset for the US digital dollar. It will enter trillions of dollars worth of transactions daily. This liquidity and demand could transform XRP from a speculative token to a core financial infrastructure asset. Imagine having invested in Bitcoin before it reached mainstream adoption. That's the opportunity XRP presents today, with the added advantage of regulatory backing and real institutional use. Some may ask, what about other cryptocurrencies? While Bitcoin is considered digital gold and Ethereum, the platform for decentralized applications, XRP's unique positioning as a bridge currency for central banks and payment providers differentiates it. Its potential to dominate the CBDC space means it could become the backbone for digital money worldwide, complementing rather than competing with other crypto assets. In closing, the leaked Fed documents and international moves signal XRP's rise is inevitable. The projected $20,000 price by 2030 is more than a prediction. It's a reflection of XRP's increasing adoption and integration into the global financial ecosystem. For anyone watching the future of money, this is a story you can't afford to ignore. If you see the vision and want to join the XRP army, now is the time to get involved. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Are you bullish on XRP? Do you think $20,000 by 2030 is achievable? Let's discuss. If you found this video valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe for more deep dives into crypto's most important stories. Thank you for watching. Disclaimer: this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Please do your own research and consult with a financial advisor before making any investment decisions.